So I'll do the introductions with Margaret, who's our theatre sister, Suku, who is one of the consultants here at Stepping Hill Hospital, and I'm Tom McFarlane, and I used to be a consultant here many years ago. So Suku, if you could start. Suku's going to start by demonstrating instruments that are commonly used in obstetrics and gynae, particularly gynae.
So I just work my way through from this end of the table to the other. So this is an instrument which is used to retract the vaginal walls, called the St. Mary's vaginal wall retractor. As you can see, it has got a handle and a single blade, and it's got a little concavity which helps to collect secretions, and also it adapts to the contour of the posterior vaginal wall. Obviously, you can apply it in any aspect of the vagina, but most commonly put it on the posterior vaginal wall. This is a slightly narrower one, and also used quite often for retraction of the lateral vaginal wall, commonly at vaginal hysterectomies, or if you want to visualize the cervix, to put a suture on the cervix sometimes in pregnancy, a cervical chirurgical suture. This, as all of you are familiar with, I'm sure, is the Sims speculum, originally devised by Marion Sims for his vesico-vaginal fistula repairs, but it's very commonly used in practically all gynaecological procedures. It's a two-ended speculum with a concavity which again allows any collected secretions to run down and to keep the view of the cervix very clear. Used for almost all gynaecological procedures, starting from simple endometrial biopsies, curettage, to vaginal hysterectomies. This is commonly called as a valsellum, or multiple toothed tenaculum. It's quite a traumatic forceps.
Can you just hold it steady for a moment? No. Lovely.
Used to use to grip the cervix, either the anterior or the posterior lip. It's got a catch, so after application you can lock it. It's got a curve to its stem, which allows you to apply, and particularly if you're applying it underneath the symphysis pubis to the anterior lip of the cervix, it allows you to kind of lift it upwards, adapting to the contour of the pubic arch. This is another one of the same, the multiple toothed tenaculum or the valsellum. This is one of many uterine clamps we use. This one is called as Heaney's, named after the American gynecologist who devised it. As you can see, it's got serrations on its inner surface, which adds to the grip.
Can you just hold it steady? That's lovely.
Of the tissue it's holding. So, for example, this is used to hold tissues which you divide at a vaginal or an abdominal hysterectomy, and it holds the tissue securely.
And they are running horizontally.
The serrations. And in addition to that, if you look carefully, you will see a little ridge corresponding to a little gap on the other end, which kind of adds further security to the tissue which is held. So Heaney's hysterectomy clamp, this is. So normally there are two of these, a pair in a hysterectomy set, so one for either side. This is another one of these hysterectomy clamps, called as the Vardine hysterectomy clamp. Again, commonly used to hold the side of the uterus, for the parametrium, for the uterosacrals, and also for the uterine artery pedicle. And if you look carefully, you can see the ridges are horizontal, and they also have quite raised, serrated ridges to this, which adds to the security of your instrument, which allows the tissues to be safely held without slipping. These come in two shapes, the straight one and a curved one. As you can imagine, the curved one is particularly useful for